skin that annoys you is not the person that I'm not with you because of your annoyance of your skin. I'm with you because it's you.
It was just such a big thing for me, especially with like confidence and boys, nakedness,
sex.
Yeah. You got to look in here, so you can't look at yourself every 5 minutes.
And I'm now in your territory as well, aren't I? This is
He's
your
a bit,
area.
yeah, you're a bit.
Oh, hi. The heart rate is 99. 99? 100? I want to go up to 100.
Oh
Look. God.
Keeps going up.
I'll explode in about 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah. Well, nothing to do there then. Hi, I'm Mark. What else am I going to say?
What is your relationship to me?
I used to be your partner in crime.
And now you are?
Your ex-lover. I'm allowed to say that, aren't I? I'm like one of your best friends.
Best friend slash
Old
you help
friend.
my mum with a computer.
I do all sorts of things. Jack of all trades, me.
So I was telling Mark that I wanted to film this video, and the first thing you said was, I'll be in it.
Yeah.
I'll give my opinion. I'll give my tuppence worth.
And straight away I then kind of started to
Regret it.
Quiver inside.
So, okay, so we started dating 5 years ago.
7 years, 6 years ago.
6 years? No, because I started in
It was about,
April,
yeah, it must have been about 5 and a half
and we
years.
started dating in the September.
Very
You were
good.
so smooth. We met because we used to work together, and we used to flirt a bit. And
First, you used to tell her about my rocket because I always had rocket at lunchtime, and I said it was good for your rocket, and it was, wasn't it? No,
yeah,
it seemed
and then he came in one day and I said, how's your rocket? And then
it all.
and I just went so red. Before our first date, he was texting me going, should I tidy up my flat? I'm like, I'm not coming back to your flat.
No, it wasn't an invitation. It was just checking, just to be sure, because you never know. Honestly,
You
I was
should
entitled.
you should never ask that.
I was worried because I didn't want you know, if you got yourself in a right old state and you had to carry you and put you in my spare room, then you know I was going to make sure that I needed a nice tidy place.
It
so
should
that
have
you
been
could
tidy
feel-
anyway.
Or if we went back for like a coffee and maybe a chat and maybe a late night film,
Late night film.
I don't know why I asked the question. I just asked. To this day, I've got no idea why I said, "Shall I tidy my flat?" I got no ulterior motive. I just was like, "Should I tidy my flat just in case I want to go back and carry on and have a few more drinks at mine?" I'm digging myself into a hole. Okay. Right.
Did you need to tidy your flat?
Did I need to tidy my flat? Oh yes. It took me a while then, didn't it? Yeah. I did need to tidy my flat ultimately. So anyway, okay. At the time,
But I remember though.
where were
because
you
we
at on your journey? At
When
that
we
time?
first met, I'd lost 4 stone. So that's what?
So you were about 7.
So I've lost 10 stone now. So I was probably I was 18 stone.
Yeah, because I picked you up and carried you around the room.
Yeah, he picked me up one day and put his back out.
No, but there was times. There were
You
times when I
turned.
picked you up and I didn't put my back out. Yeah.
But it wasn't a sexy moment. Women know that feeling when their boyfriend goes to pick them up and you just think, oh dear God, everything is just going to break. And you're going to break your legs. I thought he'd broken his back. It
No.
wasn't one of my
I
most
was fine.
dainty
It was, it
moments.
was just a little twinge.
I don't really know what I'm going to ask you. What do you think you'd want to say? Do you just want to say something?
Yeah, I told you I wanted to say something.
Go on then, just do a
Because-
monologue
well,
because I don't
okay.
know what to say to you.
No, but you can ask me some other stuff as well. But a lot of the time, when you and I had our naked moments, you would be much more. You would feel what was going on with your body much more than was actually needed to be noticed. Like I never saw the things that you saw because I was seeing you, not your skin.
Yeah.
That's the key thing. Sometimes people they don't allow themselves to get in these situations because they can't see past their own skin. What they don't realise is that there's a lot of people out there now, and I'm not an exception to the rule. If you see somebody and you love somebody, you don't see the little bits of the edges. So if somebody's got some loose skin because I've lost a lot of weight, you just don't see. It's just not there. It isn't there, and I never saw it. And when you had the tummy tuck, it was just you were. To me, you were exactly the same. You weren't really missing much because it
True.
wasn't there in the first place.
But we
to me.
weren't together then.
We weren't together then. You know, but so I didn't miss it anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, you do. Because to me it wasn't there anyway. When you had it taken away, when you had the skin removed, it was the same. It was the same to me.
Yeah.
But you'd had what you wanted to have done to make you happy, which is more important.
You said when we first met, because obviously back then I was on my weight loss journey, so to meet you and then have to like tell you that I'd lost weight and stuff was quite a big thing. And yeah, I can remember you were quite shocked when you found out that I was as different to when I first started.
Yeah.
And you said word for word that I changed your opinion about larger people.
I was a bit of a spoiled toad when it came to the food I could eat and stuff like that. I've never really had a weight problem. I've eaten whatever I wanted all the time and never had any problem at any point in time. And so therefore I never really met anybody that had the same issues as you.
Yeah.
And you changed it.
Yeah.
And I never saw your weight anyway. I never saw you as big or anything. I just saw you as you. I've talked to you all the time. Don't get all teary on me.
So when we first started our relationship, can you remember me like saying anything to you? Trying to...
You did tell me about your weight loss thing. And you pointed me to your videos. So I actually kind of did my research. But yeah, you didn't really sort of sit me down and say, look, I've done this and I've done that. You just sort of casually said at the right points in time, I've been through this situation, I've done this for myself, and this is the place I've got myself into, but I managed to pull it back and I managed to fix it, and this is what I did to fix it.
I'm still fixing it.
And you're still fixing it, and we've always had these discussions that it's always work in progress. You never actually finish your journey.
No.
Because each day of the week is part of the journey,
Yeah.
basically. Because, you know, if we want to eat a few nices, then we're going to have to shed a bit of niceness.
As you say, it's a credit and debit balance.
It's a credit and debit balance, and I work in numbers. So it is basically, if you spend a few days indulging yourself a little bit, you've got to spend a good few days absolutely not indulging yourself.
I'm working it off.
When we met, you refused to eat, you were not eating any carbs, and you were very functional. The dynamic of your friends changed significantly during your weight loss.
Yeah, it's true.
And some of those people who knew you when you were larger, you lost because they couldn't quite deal with the amount of change that you went through. But that brought you into new people and brought you out those new people again over time. So, you know, people come and go. Some people feed off other people's lack of confidence, unfortunately. I think that's...
Yeah. Friends, partners, everyone.
Yeah,
everyone can do it if they're that kind of person. So, like, a few months ago, you came over, and I think I was feeling a bit upset, and you gave me a cuddle. And I said to you, oh God, I'm actually going to go.
Go on. Far away.
Obviously, because I can notice when I cuddle you now, I feel like I'm different because I've got a lot less skin.
Yeah.
And I said to you, do I feel different now the skin's gone?
Oh yeah.
And you just, can you remember what you said to me?
Just that you always felt that way to me.
Yeah, you just said you felt the way you've always felt.
You always felt that way to me. You always felt that way to me. It wasn't there anyway. I never, even when you were, I mean, when you were like larger, when you were like sort of 17, 18 stone, then you were a bigger lady, but you were amazing. And as you've lost more and more weight, you've changed more and more in different ways. And you know, when you lost all that weight and you had the loose skin, it wasn't there. It wasn't there. But you did what you needed to do to get things done, and you're doing well.
Thank you.
That's okay. In some like intimate situations, this one here used to go, no, stop, like this, and you know I had to.
Did I?
Oh yeah. I used to have to be particularly tolerant. Yeah.
What? Just say stop.
No. She did it like that as well. Not no word of a lie. Like this. And you know, but if you love somebody, you have to tolerate what they do. So you know, you just do, don't you? And you wait till next time and have a bit of fun. Next time round. No, stop.
But why? I was so self-conscious when I had all my skin that it did change the way I was, I think. But then sometimes it didn't, sometimes it did. So what advice would you give somebody who was saying, oh, but that's all that's all my boyfriend or the guy or girl, whatever, is gonna see? What advice would you give to someone if you were giving advice to me back then?
That's a challenge. You know what? If it was if it was our situation, I would be disappointed that you could not see that I was a bit more deep than just seeing the skin that annoys you so much.
Yeah.
The skin that annoys you is not the person that I'm not with you because of your annoyance of your skin. I'm with you because it's you. Do you get what I mean? It's about the person you're with. Just because you got the skin doesn't make a blind bit of difference. You know, I've got a funny nose. I've got big eyebrows.
It's hilarious. It tells jokes all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got hairy ears that have to be burnt by Turkish hairdressers and things. You know, I've done my eyebrows waxed. You know, I've got my funny ailments.
What else?
I've got a croaky knee. You know, we've all got our little traits. Just because, you know, skin, whilst it's associated with the whole sort of weight loss thing, and therefore people are more paranoid about it. And when you're in a naked situation with somebody, it's so much more important. You worry and all this sort of stuff. Bottom line is, like, you know, you can have a wee winky and that's embarrassing. But you can't do much about that. You know, it's just the way. You know, did I really say that? Yeah, I did. Basically, we are what we are. When we get our skin off, it doesn't change anything. We're still that person underneath our skin.
Yeah.
You know, that's my feeling about it. I want to ask you something. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Why did you get so annoyed about when you used to roll over in bed? You used to get, one of the things that used to really get you was your skin, and if it followed you around a little bit. You know, you like the aprony thing, like you used to really not like. You used to like be very funny about that.
Yeah, because when I used to roll on my side, it used to kind of like lay on the bed like it was separate.
And she really didn't like that.
And I hated that. And I hated like when you put your arms around me, when I felt like your hands, for instance,
came across the
on
skin.
my bum, or like on a wider part of me. In my head, it felt so humongous that I just hated thinking of my body to be that big.
And it's funny because it was a person on the other side of the skin that I was feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I know what you mean though, because the whole looseness thing, imagine, was probably like uncomfortable.
yeah.
But
So I can remember saying to you, "Can you only like touch me around my waist, like the small bit?
Hold my boobs. Can you just hold my boobs?
Hold my
please?
boobs up. I'll just do the rest."
Just hold my boobs.
Oh, God.
This is getting good, isn't it? And the bottom line is, most of the time with your situation, it was a case of whether you were in that confidence zone for yourself, and if you weren't, then couldn't do anything about it, and if you was, then it didn't matter. And over time, the more that time passed, the less the self-conscious element kicked in, the more it disappeared. But that's with any relationship, just takes time. You know, you always, and I think, you know, with anybody, you're gonna have to put your heart on your sleeve and be open.
Yeah.
And you did.
And if
You
you're
just
right
pointed me to
for
videos.
somebody else, what?
You just pointed me to your videos. Like, here, there's my video CV. Check me out. Okay, so
I think that's it.
I hope I helped.
Yeah, I hope you did. No, I mean, like, I hope it helped. Final thought? Final bit of positive advice? Come on, let's. We've lost our energy.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with missionary. If you've got somebody who can't accept you for you, then you'll be that wrong somebody. It takes time to get your confidence up, and you'll have little lulls here and there. You'll have little up moments. The bottom line is that if you're with the right person and you spend a bit of time, then you'll have good days and bad days, but ultimately you'll be good at the end, because it always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wine helps.
Wine helps.
Do you want to show your bicep? You know you've been wanting to do it all.
Well, middle one.
Oh, don't.
Keep losing, keep smiling, and she will see you next week. Is that any good? Oh, good. And you do that as well, didn't you? Oh, I'm a bit camp apparently.
That is from no working out whatsoever.
Nah.
Look. It's wider than my neck.
It's quite good. It's.
And you never work out.
No, I just have a very, very heavy laptop computer to carry around all the time with me. I was actually thinking about your serious bunnage. Yeah, and get the top bun. Anyway, okay.
What other bun? What, like bum? Like bum?
No bun.
Like buns?
No, not buns. Bun. Just
bun.
Bun.
Yeah, but you said top bun. What would be a lower bun?
Top bun sounds like a movie. We broke friends, made a bit more friends, made a bit more friends, and broke friends, and combinations of the things and different intervals of time, and
Tone.
It's a shame it's not live, isn't it?
Yeah, what a shame.